much, Sarah, and good evening everyone, especially to our media friends and colleagues who are with us this evening. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagsuporta. I know everyone's happy and just so proud that we're able to see our gold medalist, Mr. Carlos Yulo. So now, we're now at the media Q&A part. So welcome to our executives from East West Bank. So to those media who have questions, kindly state your name, your organization, and your question. Later, we have our staff from the agency to help you and assist you. They have microphones with them. So while everyone's warming up and while everyone's just so proud to see our gold medalist this evening, let's have our first question for Sir Jerry Go. Sir Jerry, Carlos Yulo is a world-class athlete and everyone's just so proud of him. So what made East West Bank choose him as the new brand ambassador?
So kita niyo naman si Carlos, very genuine, no? So I don't know if you could share that. When I first met him for the first time, I was very impressed at how genuine and how real he comes across. So we thought that, it's all about values. When someone is endorsing you or someone you want to speak on behalf of you, it's really important that the values are synced. And so we thought that Carlos perfectly embodies the values that East West Bank stands for. The values of excellence, perseverance, and that relentless pursuit for dreams. We all know that he came from very humble beginnings, and the path that he took to come to where he is today is very similar to our conviction and our obligation to our clients, which is to help empower them to reach their fullest potential. We hope that because he's chosen us, that we will be also worthy of that recognition, but I also be true to that promise. So we really thought that that values is very, very critical. Thank you.
That's true. Thanks for sharing that, Sir Jerry. Can we have our first question from our media colleagues? We have our first question. Are you there? Please state your name, your organization, and your question, please, sir.
Hi, good afternoon, guys. Ted Claudio, WhatsApp.ph. My question goes to Sir Lawrence Lee. So, I belong to the boomer generation. Medyo very poor kami when it comes to financial literacy. I remember yung mga OFWs going to Saudi, first year pa lang nila pag uwi, naka-Ray-Ban, naka-bagong mga components. So of course, it's quite different now. The younger generations now are very financially literate now. So my question, sir, is what does Carlos Yulo's financial journey send message to the younger generation?
That's a good question. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you for that. Actually, just to share with you, OFW rin ako. I was an OFW for a long time, so I know the feeling of working overseas, away from your family. So, I think that's what makes this just in sync with Carlos. Carlos is young, very much in his prime. And this is the time actually when you start earning. So I think you already mentioned that with the bank, we have a lot of the products now. So of course, when you start making money, you want to make sure you have savings. You put that in a deposit account that earns interest. And then at the same time, you start borrowing. So I'm heading up the consumer lending. So as you make more money, you have more income to be able to pay your monthly amortization if you want to borrow. You want to buy a car, a house. So I think that's why it's very important that like for East West, what we're trying to achieve is really to cater for this young up-and-coming professional and really start them early. Like for example, we have credit cards. We're one of the biggest issuers in the market. We have starter credit cards. We have credit cards for, starting lang, the limit is not that high, but you're able to use the credit card for everyday needs, pang-gas, pang-kain, pang-date ng girlfriend or boyfriend. And really, we want to be with the customer from the day you start making earning and until you progress in your career. So I think the bank really wants to be with the customer in every step of the way of his journey in life. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Sir Ted, for that question. Indeed, I think that's very good that we're able to be with the customers on their journey. Let's ask Sir Rafi for this question. Sir, how does Carlos Yulo actually fit into the strategy of the bank in terms of growth and innovation?
Well, thank you. I think when you look at Carlos, I think he's an epitome of hard work, dedication. Actually, not only that, but of sacrifice that you need to in order to achieve your goal. And I think he said it best earlier. He was saying that his belief is to be the best, not just to do good or to do well. You want to be the best. And I think this. And to get there, you are not born with greatness. You work your ass off. You work your very hard. So, I use the wrong word. You work very hard. You work very hard to be the best. I think what East West Bank, as a relatively young bank, similar to Carlos, as pointed out, is 24 years old. East West Bank is celebrating its 30th year. We are here looking to be one of the best in the industry, and it mirrors mostly, aside from growth, but the innovations that we plan to introduce. As you know, we've launched our Easy Way app, and if you used it, you'll see how good it is in terms of it meets the client's need, how innovative it is, and of course, we have our priority banking as well. We provide a lot of personal service, as eloquently said by Carlos earlier. We assign an RM for each individual, and we're at the beck and call of our clients, and we make sure that we provide whatever the need of the client is. And this service, everybody mentions obviously that they want to provide service, personalized service, but what we strive for is to actually meet the needs of our clients and whatever it is. And so I think he represents the greatness we want to achieve one of these days. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sir Rafi. And we have another question from the press. So we're not born, greatness is not born, but greatness is something that we strive for. Okay. Do we have any other question? Okay, please state your name, organization, and your question, please.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm Ria from sugarsmile.info. So, for Sir Jerry, what does Carlos Yulo's partnership with East West signify for the bank's future directions and plans?
Good question. Thank you for that. Go ahead.
Thank you. You know, we're also very, very impressed with the values that drive Carlos, And so, I think it's also a recognition and a signal in terms of that drive, that dedication, that perseverance that we also want to be embodying as an organization. So, I think this one marks a very important turning point for the bank, something that allows us to then really focus on a future that is full of innovation, as Rafi mentioned, the pursuit of excellence, and really not having to do with pwede na, right? I think it's really important that we really strive to be the best version of ourselves. And that's what we aim for. And I think that's really very, very critical that we also take, we're very much influenced also by Carlos. So I think it goes both ways. So this is really a turning and a pivotal moment for us as well.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ria, for that question. Do you have any other question from the press? I'm seeing someone raising a hand over there. Please state your name, organization, and your question, please. Thank you.
Hello, good evening, bro. I'm Raymond Rabanera from megabytes.com.ph, and my question is directed to Mr. Rafi Andaga. So now that we know Mr. Carlos Yulo became a client of East West in 2023, can you share how has the bank helped him in his financial journey since then?
Thank you. Good question. I think when we, most of you have met Carlos Yulo, we met him, first time I met him, you can really see he's really a humble and a nice young man. I think that's something that reverberates whenever you meet him. I think what we strive for here in East West Bank. We try to make sure what we offer is a tailored solution. I think every bank tells you that they want to provide what you need, but definitely the way we do it in East West Bank, we don't product. We actually tailor fit whatever the need of the clients, taking into account the uniqueness of each individual, not just as an athlete, but individual in whatever profession or life stage they are in. And this is something that we've worked very hard and we try to provide to Carlos. And I think he has, as you've heard him say, he has been quite happy with our service. It doesn't mean that it's all perfect. We continue to evolve as the same way we continue to understand these needs as the years go by or as the months or days go by. But this is something that we standardize in East West Bank. He mentioned Jen as his RM. Of course, Jen is a representation of each and every individual we have in wealth management, in priority banking. Everyone is a standard that there's a standard we want to maintain, and I believe that we understand and we continue to try to understand our clients similar to Carlos. So this has been a journey and it will never stop, and we'll continue to help him in his journey, his quest, not only after the Olympics, but of course in the years to come in the other things that he wants in life. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Rafi. That's why we encourage all of them to talk to their relationship managers. Thank you, sir. Can we go now to Sir Martin? Go ahead, Sir Jerry.
Let me just add lang to what Rafi mentioned and to Kaloy's testimonial earlier. I was very, we've been trying to look at ano yung persona ng bangko. Tita pala kami. I'm not kidding, right? I think that's what we are, right? We want to be the bank to be your tita. Kasi importante yan, as you journey through your life in a very young 26-year-old demographic country, you need someone to hold your hands, to journey with you, to really allow you to focus on what you want to achieve in life, right? And I think that's very critical, right? I don't know how to, maybe the marketing guys can help me, but paano mo maging bangko na tita, right? I guess that's the challenge. Thank you.
I think Sir Martin has
that's the next question.
Okay, so I think Sir Martin, a few weeks ago, we were able to have this kind of event as well, but that was with Donnie Pangilinan. So how does the presence of two high-profile endorsers, now you have Donnie and now you have Carlos Yulo, reflect the bank's commitment to connecting with a diverse range of clients?
Well, first of all, they're the perfect endorser for our bank. No? One can be considered part of the East, which is all about relationship, and the other is about the West, which is about innovation. So you can't have a banking relation with just one side. No? So what we try to do is we innovate, but we ensure that there's the human touch, the human portion that guides everybody to make the right financial decision or choices.
Okay, that's a great answer, Sir Martin. Do we have any other question from the press? The lady over there. Please state your name, your organization, your question, please. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kathy Balmores of lifeisdelightful.com. So as mentioned, around 3 or 4 weeks ago, we had an event, and one of the questions I asked was, if you have any kind of program that will teach people more about being smart in their financial growth. We all know that not everyone gets a relationship manager. So how about people who do not have their own relationship manager, but would like to know more about growing their money in a smarter way? And for those people who may suddenly have a big increase in their salary, incoming 13th month pay, do you have any programs, and will Carlos Yulo be a part of these programs, especially now that a lot of the youth know about him, know who he is, and it will be like a really good platform for him to teach in the same way that he was taught before? Is this something that's in the works?
Good question.
So let me take this. So the short answer is definitely. This is something that is very close to our hearts. I think I speak for my colleagues here. I think a very important part of a journey is how to eventually be financially independent. right? And I think what's really important is to have that discipline. And I think that approach, that methodology, start early, allocate a portion of your amount of your time and resources to set aside for specific goals in life. I think abangan nyo lang, East West Bank is coming up with a plethora of programs and services focused on this area. We're very excited about the population that is being brought forth into the financial services sector with the advent of the financial technology that's coming in. But we believe that the next step is really to bring those set of population to the formal banking sector, which is a bank like East West Bank is very well positioned to provide. So, abangan niyo po, we're really excited about the programs that are coming up. We look forward to your support in that area as well. Personally, I had actually been chairing the Bankers Association of the Philippines Education Committee. And that's really a very important committee more than anything else. Because I think that financial literacy, that wellness in terms of financial well-being is very, very critical. A young population like ours needs, deserves, and I think we are having that obligation to meet and support that. I think it's very critical for the future of our nation. Thank you.
Society. Mr. Martin.
That's probably the reason why we chose Donnie and Carlos. No? Donnie actually stated part of his activity is really to reach out to people of his age and his generation. He wants to also spread financial literacy. Now, it's a good thing that Carlos joined us as well because he explained the issues that is affecting his generation and the need for somebody to supervise him. And we've seen that, and we've actually, through our titas, have actually helped him manage his funds. No? But the good thing is, between Carlos and Donnie, we can reach out and reach more people and actually explain to them the importance of making sure you keep your money, you invest it well, and you be disciplined in the way you handle your finances. So with them, we're able to reach out, and we have, I think, a good, two good ambassadors for that.
That's awesome. Sounds exciting. Thank you for sharing that, Sir Jerry and Sir Martin. And I think we all need that tita, or the titas here. Maraming salamat sa mga tita natin na yan. Everyone would need that kind of tita. Do we have any other question from the press? I think we have a question over there. Go ahead, sir.
Good evening, sir. Contact that you mentioned this is for the SBP, Mr. Yes. My question concerns financial literacy among the young. How does the bank plan to leverage on your ambassadors' influence in terms of encouraging people, especially the young, to save and invest? In other words, in increasing the awareness of the young people in terms of saving and investing. In other words, how do you plan to boost financial literacy by using Carlos Yulo as your brand ambassador?
Okay, I think it's the question, sir. Let me know if this is correct. How do you plan to leverage on Carlos's Yulo being an ambassador in terms of your efforts in financial literacy? Where am I able to get the question right, sir? Okay.
I think Carlos exemplifies someone of the young generation, right? He's, I think, 24. He knows what he wants. He's very focused in his career. He has some anxiety, no doubt. but he also knows when to ask. I think that's very important. I think what he told us earlier about asking for help, but also learning about it himself. By the way, he makes his own decision. He has his own mind, right? He's also very definite about his career and his professional and his wealth goals. And I think that's very important. We think he could be a very effective ambassador in terms of articulating that unnarrated need of this generation. I think in many instances, a lot of that will probably start with different products and services, simple savings initially, credit card, personal loans, gipit, Betcha de Peligro. Not everyone's an Olympian, right? I think the common tao has those kind of challenges. I think that's very important, but it's also important to make sure that you manage your credit score, your credit history well. You then continue to invest a little bit as you aim for certain things in life, whether it be to go on a travel, to go on buying a car. Carlos bought their first property, us, in the group, and we were very proud. And that was before he won the awards and the medals. It was something that he really wished for. We're very proud. By the way, with Carlos, it wasn't just because he was an Olympian, but I think more importantly because he was someone who we worked with, and equally honored that he had chosen us. Honestly, he could have his pick, right? He would have had many opportunities to go out there, and many banks, many financial services organizations would be very, very honored and thrilled to have him. But the fact that he chose East West probably speaks a lot in terms of the common values and common shares. So I think that's very important, and we're looking forward to working with him to communicate that and to make a bigger impact, not just to himself, to his generation, but I think to the broader society.
I think, one of the things that we've taken serious consideration when we decide on which one will represent East West Bank as a brand ambassador is the fact that we want a little bit more diversity in terms of not being in the same industry as we have. Donnie and as you know, Donnie and Carlos are both great in a different industry that we have now, and then this is something that and they're very young, and this is something that we consciously work on and try to show that this, what they call, people call it financial literacy, but I'm just saying it's more, it's a fact of life that we have to consider some of the financial aspects of our life, whatever you're doing, whatever industry you're in. And what we plan to use, Carlos, to show you that this is not, it's not simple, but it can be understood if you ask the right questions and you still, and you have the same determination to be the best at whatever you do. It doesn't have to be in the sport that you're in or in the job that you do. And this is something that we know will resonate well. As we go around the country for this one, it's not only in Metro Manila or the metros that we're looking to. We try to go around the rest of the archipelago to show and try to get more people understand the need and to start it early. And it's not as complicated as people might think when they think of financial aspects of their lives.
Okay, I can see how passionate our executives here when it comes to financial literacy. Let's have Sir Martin, and then to conclude the question is Sir Lawrence.
Actually, Carlos has already told us that he wants to co-sponsor some events that actually reaches out to athletes like him. So it starts there, dun sa kanyang, where he's comfortable at communicating with similar people in this as athletes that actually experiences the same issues. So we start from there, and then from there we can easily venture to other areas that actually involve other diverse groups of people. I think also Donnie has also communicated to us that he wants to do that, and he wants to go outside of the key cities and try to actually discuss financial literacy to the youth.
Awesome, that sounds exciting. Go ahead, Sir Lawrence.
One brief point now. What struck me when Carlos was speaking earlier, he was mentioning about the fact that he's still learning. You know? So he's such a great athlete, but he's still learning. And that's the key also. We've been talking about financial literacy, but he's a perfect example of someone who's so successful. Right? He's at the top of his game. He's in his prime. Now he's 24. But he knows he needs to learn this aspect of his life, which is all about financial literacy. So if he sets that example, you know, people were saying, the young professionals look up to him and also see that he's one of the most humble guys I've met. So we had dinner with him a couple of weeks back, and he's very humble, he's very grounded despite his success. And I think just the fact that he wanted to learn, you know, and you know, he's using our app, you know, the Easy Way app to check his, he doesn't have to go anywhere. I'm sure he's training, maybe in between his training camp, he's just looking at his phone to see, you know, how much money he has and all that. So I think that's what makes it him a perfect ambassador for the bank. Thank you.
I see. So banking isn't just for people who are expert on finances, but really for people who have this passion to learn how to manage their finances. And East West will be there as they go to that particular journey. So thank you so much to our East West Bank executives. A round of applause, please, to our sirs here in front. And thank you so much to our dear media friends and colleagues for your question. It was very insightful. Maraming salamat po.